Hi, this is Dr. Astrake, and I am here to welcome you to this semester of English 231. This is a distance learning class. The subsection is D5 of Film, New Media, and Culture. You will notice that I've already pulled up on the screen our Moodle website, because this is primarily where we're going to be interacting with one another over the course of this semester. And of course, because this is a distance or an online course, you're going to have a lot of freedom to do a lot of the work when it fits into your schedule, but there is also a very serious outline of schedule of deadlines that I have created for you to keep us all on track and with one another that you're going to want to pay a lot of attention to. You're going to find this information here in the syllabus with links. I want you to open up this document today or early tomorrow and read through it. You're going to need to do it either today, Monday, or Tuesday, and read through it thoroughly, because this class does start this week and you have deadlines this week. So you're going to want to familiarize yourself with the class and also with the deadlines as soon as you can. I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way here. So you'll find all the regular information in a syllabus here, where how to contact me, also the course description. I'm cutting off some of this on my screen. You'll need to read through this on your own time. Read through it carefully. Do contact me here. You can contact me at my email address with any questions that you have. There is also, here we go, my phone number in my office. I will answer that during my office hours, and I'm usually here during the day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. So you can always just, try to reach me on the phone. That would be a great option, especially for an online class, because a lot of times you have questions that are more involved than I can answer in an email. But you will want to use this phone number or my email if you want to get a hold of me. Also, there'll just be a lot of information that I will post that will keep you informed and hopefully answer a lot of questions that you do have. But again, this is an online course and you're going to need to be really self-motivated and doing a lot of the work on your own. So make sure that you schedule that into your time for your week. So I encourage you to read through all this formatter very carefully. I'm not going to read it to you. That would be very boring. You're going to want to pay attention to, of course, your assignments here, how I figure out your grade. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Also the attendance policy. Even though this is an online class, there is an attendance policy so that I can keep track of whether or not you're actually participating in the course. So read through this carefully. Again, it'll explain how I take attendance and also what that's going to mean to your grade. So read through that. Also, then we're going to have required texts. Here I'll show you some of these required texts. Let me grab them. We will be reading this book. The medium is The Massage by Marshall McLuhan. You do need to buy this in print. I strongly encourage you to do that. I'm very much so a fan of print textbooks. They're just so much more effective, especially when you're reading something that's really difficult. Lots of research has proven that we read difficult texts much more effectively in print. So invest in the money on that. Also, Writing Machines by N. Catherine Hales. This is going to be a book that we're going to spend a lot of time with. It's a very dense book. It's a very difficult book. So we're going to be dedicating 1 week to each chapter of this. And then finally, we're going to be reading Wired Love. I have it in print because, again, I really like print books, but we're going to be doing something fun with the electronic version of this novel. So you're not required to buy it in print. You will not find it in the bookstore. Instead, you'll notice here that I provided you with a URL where you can go and read the book electronically. And you'll see, if you click on the URL, it pulls up here. Okay, you can see that there. All right, so we're going to go back though, and back to the syllabus. Let's see here. Down here we have some classroom policies. Of course, classroom is sort of a misnomenclature here because we're not going to be meeting in a classroom. But nevertheless, you will need to do the readings. I have suggestions on how you can be successful in the class, how to use technology, what happens if you have to turn in work early or late, and also plagiarism. So make sure you read through these. Knowledge is power. Also information about our Writing Center and Disability Services. And then more information on the worksheets, the quizzes, the blog posts, the digital project, and our exams and attendance. Just fairly quick overviews here. Read through them. If you have any questions, let me know. Now, then here I have, I'll hit pause here. I do want to draw your attention to also here on the syllabus, I've placed in 2 quotations that I think are really significant for you understanding why this particular section of English 231, which is about digital, and digital times and culture, is also about storytelling. Because there have been great societies that do not use the wheel, but there have been no societies that did not tell stories. Ursula K. Le Guin, as a quotation from her. And I think this is really important that we remember that no matter what technology that our culture is currently fascinated by, that we're always storytellers and that we're always communicating with other people. And sometimes we can lose sight of that when we're thinking about science and computer science and the internet and digital technology and all these things that we're sort of obsessed with here in the year 2018, and get away from the fact that we're always dealing with humans and we're always dealing with the impact of technology on humans. So we're going to be stepping back and thinking about technology from an abstract theoretical viewpoint, which will hopefully, our aim is to broaden and deepen the way that you think about technology and the way that you define technology, and the way that you understand technology's impact on our lives and our cultures. And then also, we're going to be doing a lot of writing in this class, and other people's reading, other people's writing, more importantly. We're going to be doing a lot more of that. And I find that interesting to keep this quotation in the front of my mind always, in order to keep an open mind when I'm reading other people's thoughts, and also to keep an open mind when I start to do some writing for a class, or when I ask my students to do writing for a class, is to remember that this is a discovery process, and that we read other people's writing and we write our own writing entirely to find out what is on my mind, what I'm thinking, what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing, and what it means. And sometimes we can get really impatient with ourselves or with other people when we're trying to create perfect writing, or we're reading somebody else's writing that we don't think is perfect. And I find it really important to keep this sort of generous mindset that Joan Didion reminds us to keep, to say, like, this is an exploration. And so what's going on here? Just keep these questions in here in front of your mind. Like, what is this? What am I looking at? What can I do to better understand this? How is this going to impact me? And try to keep away from why. Because why tends to start off questions that are rather negative. Like, why are we doing this? Why would I care? Or why would anyone read this? Blah, blah, blah. And instead, come at this class and come at your engagement with it from a place of wonder and of engaged exploration, I guess you could say. Now, like, what can we find out this semester? I think this is going to be a really exciting course for all of us. So you'll find that the last part of the syllabus is the course schedule, which of course is going to be important to everyone, because this is where I break down for you what you're supposed to do, what the topic of the reading is for each week, and also the assignments that are due. You'll notice that every week pretty much there's a regular routine that I've got set up where I will assign a reading. I want you to read the reading first, and there'll be a worksheet due. And you are supposed to fill out this worksheet without any assistance. This is you getting engaged with the reading. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You're going to answer those questions based on what you understand of the reading. Everyone's going to turn in those worksheets. I do not accept late worksheets. They are almost always due by 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday. This week you have an extra day. And it's due by 11:59 p.m. Wednesday. After everybody's turned in their worksheets, I will then post a video that will go over the answers to the worksheets. So once I post the video that goes over the answers to the worksheets, no worksheets are accepted. So I'll go over the answers. No more worksheets are accepted because I've given you the answers once I post the video, which is usually the morning after, 8 a.m. the morning after the worksheet is due, so that some people can put in some late ones, because I know there's always somebody who's going to be late. So the deadline is usually midnight. I will post a video with the answers at 8 a.m. the next morning, and then you'll have a quiz a couple of days later. This particular week, the quiz is due on Friday. Normally, the quiz is due on Thursday. So you'll see there's always a couple of days. You have the reading assignment. I post the worksheet. You fill out the worksheet. You turn it in. Then I give you the answers to the worksheet. You have time to review your reading, to review the worksheet answers, and then there'll be a quiz. Again, the quizzes, there's no extensions on the quizzes, because once the quizzes are to be turned in, I will release, again, a video with the answers, and it's over. There are blog posts then due every Friday where you get an opportunity to write down in a paragraph or two what is your sort of your takeaway from the assignments for the week, from the reading and from the videos, and where you understand like where we're headed. Now these blog posts we're going to do online. I'm going to be putting together a WordPress site where we can all have a page and we can blog on that each week, and then that way we'll be able to see where other people are in the class, have a discussion. You can post replies to one another. You can chat with one another. This particular week, your blog post is going to be about who are you. This is important because we're in an online class, and in order for us to have a sense of community in an online class, we really need to know what each other looks like. And so I do want everybody to post a picture of themselves, a real picture of you, not an avatar picture, not a picture of Selena Gomez, not a picture of LeBron James or whoever one of your celebrity idols are, but a picture of you. And that's partly also why I have a video inset of me here, so that you can get an idea in your head of what I look like. Because we're not going to be meeting together with one another physically, I think this kind of visual concept of each other's bodily identity is going to be important to us in order to maintain a sense of community within this classroom, even though we're going to be primarily 99.9% of the time interacting with each other virtually from a distance, not together. But nevertheless, you'll get some more information about these assignments as we go along this week. Stay cool, calm, collected. Everything's coming. Don't worry about it. This is the first thing that you get, this video of me explaining the syllabus. And you have the syllabus here. You know you can go to the the bookstore and buy your books. Because I know some people have some problems getting books in the beginning of the semester, I have put a link to an article for you to do. And I've also posted a PDF of the first 18 pages of The Medium is the Message. I will not do this for next week. This is just a stopgap measure so that those of you who don't have your books yet, you can read the first assignment in PDF form. And but it's just for this week, so make sure you do go out there, get your book, get everything you need. All right, and then we'll keep moving on, and I'll be giving you some more information in these videos. So good luck. Read the syllabus carefully. I just gave you the highlights in this video. It is not a complete overview. You are responsible for reading the information and contacting me and letting me know if you have questions. Okay, I will be putting a forum post up on Moodle, on our Moodle site. It'll be right underneath where the syllabus is currently. And okay, so by the magic of pause and video recording, I have added the forum now. And what I want you to do is that any class-related questions you have that aren't specific to your work specifically, just sort of like, when is this due? Or, I don't see the link, or could you explain, the theory of scales, pace, and pattern to me again? I want you to ask those questions here in the forum, because if you have a question, I'm sure your other classmates do. This will help streamline our interaction as a class, communication between you and me. So if you click this link, you'll see you can add a new discussion topic, and I've put the directions here. The subject line should be date followed by concise summary of question topic. So say, for example, you wanted to ask a question today, which is August 20th. You put the date first, and then you could say, like, query about syllabus schedule. And then down here in the body, you would ask your more specific question. And then when you're finished, I'll just type right here, this is an example. Then when you're finished, you can subscribe to the discussion, so that way if anyone answers you, you get informed, and then you post. to the forum. Okay, so then you'll see it successfully posted.